let's talk prison movies for a little bit. There's so many good prison movies out there. My personal favorite is The Shawshank Redemption. I mean, Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman, Bob Gunnan. That's just, to me, that's the best prison movie out there. But there are others. Murder in the First. Escape from Alcatraz. I mean, that's a classic. The Green Mile. You know. And there's prison TV shows out there. Prison Break. Oz. That's my personal favorite prison series. Oz. That Orange is the New Black. So a setting around a prison is a big deal. I think The Walking Dead had a big season and a half that was based around a prison. So there's a lot of good stuff out there that involves prisons. But today, we're going to be discussing one of the most underrated prison movies of all time. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ryan Norris, back again with the Race Reels, and today we're going to be discussing The Animal Factory. Yes. This film is based on a novel by Edward Bunker. It was directed by Steve Buscemi. And it starred Willem Dafoe, Edward Furlong, Danny Trejo, Tom Arnold, Mickey Rourke, Seymour Cassel. Steve Buscemi was in it, Mark Boone Jr. So you got a great cast for this film. Why is it underrated? Well, let's take a look at it. And as we're talking, This Ain't the Way I Came Up, musical piece by Jake Labatz is starting to play in the background. Very fitting for this film, by the way. But the reason this did not get the attention it should have got, this film was not backed by a major production company. It had a very limited theatrical release, very limited. It only did about $50,000 in the box office, and it wasn't their fault. All the money for this film had to be raised. It took about 2 years for them to raise the money needed to make this film. And that's a shame, because this is such a good film. This film, they were doing two things while telling this story. This film is heavily based on character development. You'll see that a lot. They're trying to build these characters up and make you care about them. But while they're doing that, they're trying to tell the story. They're trying to, get everything in that they wanted to tell in this film. This film is about a young, rich, pretty boy played by Edward Furlong, named Ron Decker in the film, and he gets brought up on drug charges, and they decide to make an example out of him. And even though you're rich and you're a pretty boy and you're all that, that doesn't excuse you from what you did, so we're going to send you to jail. And they sent him to a prison where he is immediately targeted by some of the more sexually deviant inmates in that prison. Specifically, a towering inmate named Buck Rowan, who was played by Tom Arnold. So to survive this new setting, now he's not equipped to deal with the inside of a prison. He's not. Again, he's not street smart. He was privileged. He's rich. He's not equipped to handle prison. So he befriends an old, I don't want to say elderly, but a more seasoned veteran of the prison system, Earl Copen, played brilliantly by Willem Dafoe. And Earl takes Ron under his wing, pretty much helps him guide through the prison system and try to keep him safe. And doing so has consequences of its own for Earl. So, and that will be, you'll see that in the film. So, this is such a good film. The music you're hearing, as I said, really fits the film. Heavy character development in this film. They spend a lot of time, because there's a lot of characters in this film, not just the main characters that have to get their shine and have to get their story out there. So As I said, this is based on the novel by Edward Bunker. Edward Bunker also appears in the film. Steve Buscemi directed this film. He also appears in the film. So if you're looking for an upbeat, prison film, this isn't it. This is a little bit more on the slow side, and they do that just to get these characters over, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Willem Dafoe just did a phenomenal job. They all did a great job. I really like this film. And as the film progresses, you will get invested into the story they're telling and into the characters. You're going to. But there's a lot of dragging along in this film. And that was done specifically, like I said, for character development, but this is good. This is an excellent film. The performances are incredible. I enjoyed the story. On the inside, the rules are brutal and the stakes are high. Yes. This is... You'll like it. Let's check out the trailer. Tell me what you think. Alex, hit it.
The main issue here is the protection of society.
I feel really just paranoid.
Haven't been here long, have you?
Next thing you know, drop your drawers or he'll throw you to the game.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
The little I've seen tells me you're neither stupid nor weak.
This guy, he's been talking bad about you.
Gotta get yourself a weapon.
This guy's prehistoric.
Don't do anything without me.
I'm gonna get you out of here. Get you out of here. What are you gonna do? Kick my ass? People have been doing that for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, you'll love it. You really will. It's an excellent film. Earl Copen, like I said, Willem Dafoe, just some of his wit is awesome. Mickey Rourke, in my opinion. Mickey Rourke plays Jan, a transvestite inmate that was briefly Ron Decker's cellmate. To me, he was the MVP of the whole film. I enjoyed it. Just check it out.
Now come down and eat my...
You wish.
Oh.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's just awesome. Good stuff. So, but yeah, that is Animal Factory. I can tell you, William Dafoe and Edward Furlong, and I believe Mark Boone Jr., they all actually visited an actual prison to do more information on their characters. So the cast was invested into this. They all went out of their way to make sure that everything they did was going to be authentic and to the point. So, and also actual real inmates. This was filmed in a real prison, by the way. But a lot of actual real inmates were actually background characters in the thing. So that was kind of cool. Like this felt kind of like the Shawshank Redemption. This felt like a real you're in prison. Like this wasn't like a set. They didn't build a set to make it look like a prison. This was an actual prison. So that really helped with the deliverance of everything they were doing. So yeah, excellent film. I like it. It's gonna get a B-, and the reason I'm scoring it that low is it is a slow-moving film. It's not the most exciting film in the world, but if you can look past that and really just look at these characters and look at the story being told, oh, you'll really enjoy it. I promise you, you will enjoy this film. I hope I haven't stirred you wrong yet, but you will enjoy this film. So what's happening on the race trails? Coming up next, we're on episode number 10. We did 9 actual episodes, and then I did the review of The Shallows when I was down at the beach. So we will be reviewing another film on my top 5 list. It's not my number 1. This is actually my number 2 favorite film of all time. Number 2. It's not number 1, but it's number 2. We're going to be reviewing the 1968 George A. Romero absolute brilliant classic, Night of the Living Dead. Yes, this is horror. This is a horror movie. You know, some of the stuff they make today, the gore and all that stuff, they're scary stuff. This is horror. This is back when horror was good. Yes, The Night of the Living Dead. There it is. What fell out? Oh, this is the, yeah, this came with the DVD. This is a little book full of fun stuff, so put that back in. Well, we're going to be discussing Night of the Living Dead for our 10th episode here on the Race Reels. I'm looking forward to it. I've been waiting to review this, and like I said, this is number 2 on my top 5 list, so I'm really excited to do that. Animal Factory, make sure you watch it. I don't think it's on any of the streaming platforms out there. It's probably on Amazon Prime as far as buying it or renting it from there, or go to Amazon and just buy the DVD. I got this DVD. The film came out in 2000. I think I got this in 2002. So, you know, I've had this thing for almost 20 years. So, still works. Still works perfect. So, thanks for supporting the Race Reels. You can hit me up, Alex, if you could throw up the social media information for me. You can hit me up on Facebook. Like that page, at the Race Reels. At the Race Reels on Twitter. Not on Twitter a whole lot, but once in a while I pop in. Watch all of our videos over on YouTube, the Race Reels, and if you want to hit me up personally, we'll talk movies, we'll talk pro wrestling. You can hit me up at the Ryan Race over on Instagram. Alex, as always, thank you very much for everything you do. Looking forward to doing our 10th episode. I'm hopefully going to have a much more appealing set for the 10th episode, but we'll see. You should see my budget. Ugh. So that's it for me. Night of the Living Dead coming up next. Thank you for joining us at the Race Reels. I'm Ryan Race. You wish you were, and we'll talk to you all soon.